This is a devastating statistic. Every 67 seconds, someone in the United States develops Alzheimer's.
Can you believe it? A scary statistic that's actually hit home for one of our own, right here in the On Your Side newsroom. Tonight, the story of a son's love.
Got the TV room in here.
Their walks together have grown longer, slower, more solitary. Lunch is the highlight of their day.
Mr. Bates, open up. Oh, is right. There you go.
For the last 8 years, Jay Bates has watched his father slip away.
How have you been?
Good morning.
This disease takes away their memories, but it makes yours more vivid. Because you remember what they were. Well, now your eyes are open. Must be lunchtime. Open big.
Good.
Good.
At first, Ron just seemed forgetful, or his temper would get the better of him. It took 2 years before an official diagnosis: vascular dementia. By that time, Jay's mother could no longer care for her husband of 4 decades.
One of the things that I live with is I'm the one that put him in the home finally, because it was killing her. And so I finally had to be the one to say, nope, you can't handle this anymore. That was pretty rough.
Doctors believe the 72-year-old has suffered several small strokes, robbing Ron of his memory, taking away his motor skills.
We miss our mouth a little on occasion, huh?
And leaving him blind.
Aren't you?
Jay says he copes by trying to laugh more than cry.
The joke in my house is if I leave the garage door open, it's a really big deal.
They're turning just kind of lank.
Oh, yeah?
Spend enough time with this father and son, and you'll see them connect again, if only for a fleeting moment.
Hey, Dad. Hey. Ron Bates. Hey, Ron Bates.
Love you.
I love you too.
Jay is desperate to still make memories with his dad, when the most important man in his life could not be there to witness Jay's most important day. The groom and his bride transformed their celebration into an awareness for Alzheimer's.
We just splashed purple all over the wedding, everywhere we could. And then, you know, there was a lot of talk about him because we knew he couldn't go. And then when they decided to play the song at the reception, that was pretty bad. Where is your song? This is his favorite song, and sometimes he'll dance. He said whenever they play oldies music, he taps his foot.
Jay says he got the gift of gab from his dad, a mechanic who would never pass a stranger with a flat tire. Call it last wishes, but Jay knows his father would want to speak out and help families dealing with dementia if he could. So Jay is making it his mission to live publicly through the hurt and frustration so other people find strength knowing they are not alone in this disease.
It's terrible, but it's not a death sentence. It's a way to start the clock to enjoy what moments you have left. Now we don't have a locked gate anymore. We can go anywhere we want in this building. Where would you want to go? Huh? Mr. Bates.
Wow, that's the key to this all, and that's why obviously Jay's doing this, is so that people know out there that they're not alone, and that can be a really tough thing.
And you know what? It is so hard on the families who are dealing with this disease because, you know, as Jay said, his dad lives in a world in his head, and he goes fishing and horseback riding and does woodwork all the time, but the families
So hard on the
can't be
caregivers.
there.
Exactly.
Cannot be there. 5 million Americans are right now living with Alzheimer's. And just to give you some perspective why I'm wearing purple, since the beginning of the story, 4 more people have been diagnosed. It's going to become, if you wouldn't call it already, an absolute epidemic.
Now, we're doing a number of stories on this, obviously, as we lead up to the Alzheimer's walk to end Alzheimer's.
Yes.
And I mentioned before, caregivers. When I say caregivers, there's the professional ones, and then you have to remember that it's the family members as well. And as we put up the date of the walk there, I have talked with a couple of folks who lost their parents to Alzheimer's, and they talk about those moments of connecting, how small they are, but how meaningful they are to them as they start to slip away.
It was an afternoon I will never forget.
I know. Well, at Klein Memorial Park is where they're going to have the walk. We're going to have an On Your Side team, and we would love for you to participate. All the details that you need are on our website, IdahoOnYourSide.com.